Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to scramble. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Off play action on 1st down. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Duggan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
They've They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Chang. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
On the option. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He splits the uprights. They're now up 9-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 10 over South Alabama. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
While Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Rides the back on the option to give.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-up.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes the handoff. It's Chang. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They'll run play action. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Works the middle of the field. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. And makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Johns. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Zings it complete to the right. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Buys a little time with his feet. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Robbins. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Carolina offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Seminoles! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Johns. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johns. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. This almost certainly to win the game. short field goal for the game. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough, even when